respected by narcissists if you can hurt them. Hey everyone, glad you came back to our station. Today we're going to talk about something interesting and eye-opening. How narcissists react when they're hurt and how that can change how they always see you. Have you ever thought about what happens after you hurt a narcissist? It's not what you might think. Narcissists are interested in people who they think are weak, loving, and easy to control. These people will use these goals to raise their own social status, whether it's through money, looks, intelligence, or something else that people want. It's important to remember that if you stand up to an ego and say what you think, they will respect you for a long time. It's like a tug-of-war between setting limits and giving in to their manipulation. And the best supply for a narcissist is someone who stays even though they are being mistreated, often because they have been lied to and gaslighted for a long time. Before we start, I want to thank all of you for listening. Our main goal is to find out what narcissism is all about, and your help is very important to us. Let's start talking about it now. We'll talk about how narcissistic anger shows up and how a narcissistic hurt can change the way a relationship works. Get ready to learn the truth about narcissists and how they act when they are hurt. Allow us to begin. Let's look at the different kinds of harm narcissists can face and the different ways they might respond to it. A narcissist's pride or ego is hurt when something happens. This is known as an injured ego or a niche wound. This often happens when someone questions their fake self-image or sense of who they are. They can react in different ways to this kind of pain, but one thing is always the same. No matter how small the damage is, they always come back strong. Let's cut it short and get to the point. Here's what usually happens when you hurt a narcissist. The first thing they feel is shame, which quickly turns into anger. Then getting payback becomes their main goal. Say sorry and ask for forgiveness? Do not worry about it. They will not let the mistake go, no matter how small, and they will not say sorry. They will instead plan ways to get back at you and make you pay. The smear campaign is one of their favorite tricks. They'll say bad things about you to anyone who will listen, in public or behind closed doors. They could be mean to you one minute and then act like nothing happened the next. There's more, though. Some things that hurt a narcissist can make them act even worse, and we're not even talking about how they lie all the time. They can snap when something really hits their weak ego. It feels like their whole world falls apart, and they're embarrassed about who they really are. Different things can push someone to this kind of breaking point because they all threaten their fragile sense of self. In the movie, I talked more about what hurts narcissists the most, being left alone, shamed, or insulted. They'll be in big trouble if someone hits them with all three at the same time. That person either scares the narcissist away or makes them obsessed with putting them down. In this case, they might give up when they see the person who hurt them. They can't play nice with someone they want to leave. They would rather have them gone for good if they could. It bothers more than just the person they are narcissistic toward when their ego is hit hard. What they do next will depend on how badly they hurt. They may feel stuck or lost, so they may hide and act like nothing is wrong, even though they know they did something wrong. Need some help? Not often happens. There are even people who might swear or hire someone to fix their trouble. When an ego feels squished, their bad side comes out. When they're hurt, narcissists feel a wide range of pain. It could be fear, anger, rage, shame, or anything else. But they don't learn anything from it. Instead, they become more angry. They act out because they don't like being told what to do. And be careful if they can't get back at you. They could get lost or become a threat to themselves and others. They won't even say they're wrong, so forget about getting better and moving on. Get ready if you've ever hurt a narcissist's pride. Things might not go well with them. If you've ever fought one of these people, tell us about it. I'm glad you stayed, and please don't hesitate to contact me if you need anything. Please click the button below to get more movies. Thanks for seeing.
This is the demon spirit behind the narcissist's soul, making him very evil and scary. Hey there, everyone. I'm glad you could come back for another deep conversation. This afternoon, I'd like to talk about ego and how it can change into pure evil. As always, I pray that the divine knowledge will help us get through the hard and complicated parts of life. The narcissist's horrible behavior gets worse as their focus on themselves grows. They become crazy about how much better they are than everyone else, and think they are better than everyone else. Because they want power and control so badly, they don't feel bad about hurting and controlling other people. They become ruthlessly dishonest and cunning, making it hard to figure out what they really want. To put it simply, their narcissistic traits change into something twisted and completely evil, which makes them able to do horrible things. It's important to realize that these people need help, but the fact that they won't admit they have a problem or ask for help makes them very dangerous. As we go through life, we need to be aware of how toxic people who are extremely narcissistic can be. Let's show compassion to everyone, even the people we find hard to deal with, so it can reach their hearts and heal them from the inside out. If you learned something from this conversation, please subscribe to our channel and turn on email alerts to be informed when we post new videos. Your help is always appreciated. Thank you for being here, and let's keep looking into the many complicated aspects of being human together. Effects of demons. Narcissism is an illness that destroys every part of our health and happiness. But have you ever thought about the scary and dark forces that make them act so cocky? That's right, a narcissist is just a puppet that demons use to trick people into believing they have control, power, and confidence when they don't. These evil spirits try to get the narcissist to follow them so they can break them down and leave them with deep-seated guilt. Furthermore, this planned ownership only feeds on our mental defenses, making our relationships unhealthy and upsetting our lives. In a strange way, the narcissist's weakness is exactly what these dark forces need to reach and control more people who don't know it. They want to separate us from others by causing chaos and confusion in our thoughts. They want us to lose touch with faith, give up our faith in God, and embrace nihilism, pass the veil. The devil's creations go through narcissists, who are twisted ways to 1. Cut off the cord that connects you to God. 2. Send them on an emotional roller ride that never stops. 3. Lock you in a never-ending cycle of bad feelings. 4. Get you to fix someone else's crazy behavior while your own mental health falls apart. However, what if we told you that 8 evil souls worked together with the evil forces that cause narcissism? There are ghosts beyond the veil who control and affect every part of our lives without us being aware of it. But don't worry. You can use our free narcissism course to learn how to spot these evil forces and protect yourself from them. Number 1 spirit, the demon of envy. Covetousness and envy are both harsh and angry feelings that happen when you see someone else's success or good luck. According to the Bible, these feelings are very bad because they go against the rule, "Thou shalt not covet." It is important to know that envy is the feeling that the devil himself likes the most. Narcissists are always wanting more than they have, which makes them great hosts for the evil spirits of envy. These expressions can cause a lot of trouble in our lives by making us feel bad emotions like hate, murder, revenge, malice, anger, hostility, cruelty, rivalry, and competition. Definitely not something to mess around with. Envy can take over our lives and leave us defenseless. It is very important for our fight to protect our mental, physical, and spiritual health that we understand the connection between narcissism and these evil spirits. Number 2, spirit, the powerful force. Have you ever felt like you were drowning because someone had too much power over you? Don't look any further. This feeling is caused by this unbreakable force. People who are filled with the spirit of control don't care about anyone but themselves. Their only goal in life is to control and manipulate others to further their own goals. Narcissists are very good at controlling people because they know how to use their victims' emotional weaknesses to make them feel stuck and helpless. There are no limits to how badly they want something, and they will do anything to get it, even if it means stepping on other people's hopes and dreams. This evil force, which is sometimes called the Jezebel spirit, selects its victims equally, taking birth in both men and women. Not only does it affect individuals, but it also changes how people see them in public, leaving its victims alone and powerless. Don't give up, though, because we can break free from this spirit's control. Leaning on God's unwavering power and knowledge can help us stand strong against those who want to control and abuse us, freeing ourselves from their chains. Spirit number 3, being haughty and proud. When you meet someone with this spirit, their huge sense of self-importance can make you feel overwhelmed. Anyone who is egotistical can relate to this, and narcissists often show it by wanting to please themselves and bragging about what they've done. They try to be better than everyone else and show it in subtle and not so subtle ways. They leave a toxic trail of negativity behind them that makes those they hurt feel small and less important. It's important to remember that God values humility above all else, and we should all show it. Jesus says in Luke 14:11 that those who are humble will be praised, but those who are proud and powerful will be brought low. People who want to live like Christ must fight the urge to give in to their pride and look for ways to help others and put their needs before their own. The spirit of pride can be very bad because it can separate us from God in a way that can't be fixed. Don't let it show up in your life. Try to be humble, and let your deeds show how much Christ loves and cares for everyone. The 4th spirit is the liar. If you've ever been shocked by how dishonest someone is, get ready to learn about the lies this spirit can tell. Language is most useful for narcissists, who use it to confuse, control, and change the meaning of words to further their evil goals. Their final goal is to get attention for themselves and put out your light, leaving you confused and doubtful about what's real and what isn't. These evil forces also cause faith bonds, superstitions, false predictions, and accusations. They tell you lies and false lessons that make you feel trapped and like there is no way out. Narcissists spread lies and misunderstanding everywhere they go because they are Satan's mouthpiece on earth. As religious people, we must stick to the truth of God's word and stand firm against these liars. Remember that telling the truth and doing what you say you will do will bring you divine praise. You can see through lies with God's help, and you should never let the spirit of lies take over your life. Remember to be honest and know that the truth will stand by your side. You can get out of the narcissist's web of lies and poison and see the light at the end of this dark tunnel. Spirit number 5, more confusion. Our enemy uses this very sneaky and dangerous tool, which leaves our thoughts open to constant attacks. It's like a fog that makes it hard to tell our thoughts apart and follow God's word. It often makes us wonder if we're crazy. Narcissists like this kind of setting because it keeps people from noticing how wrong they are by focusing on how confused we are. This spirit is truly evil. It makes us feel defeated, lost and powerless, and it makes us question our faith and morals. No one is safe from it because it is so sneaky and can take anyone else with it, missing our goal. The 6th spirit is calling out for punishment. This is a great way for narcissists to spread false accusations about their victims in order to find fault with what they did. They enjoy deflecting blame, and this evil spirit helps them do it, making the people they hurt feel weak and open to attack. The narcissist will constantly criticize and put down their target, making them feel like they're always at fault. This is called the spirit of condemnation. This constant criticism can make us lose confidence, which can make us feel hopeless and unworthy. We need to find this spirit and get rid of it from our daily lives, though it doesn't rule us. Remember that God thinks highly of us, and that nothing this spirit says can change that. Spirit number 7, the wrath of witchcraft. Watch out, because not all types of witchcraft are voodoo or black magic. Narcissists, on the other hand, are very good at controlling people and can lead them to fight against authority and practice witchcraft. Let's not forget what 1 Samuel 15:23 says. Defiance is a sin like fortune-telling and pride. Because Jezebel worshipped idols, this evil spirit has linked her name to them. So, the next time you're dealing with someone who is rude and manipulative, know that narcissism and witchcraft are linked. In our spiritual journey to safety and a strong bond with our God, it's an important part of the chain of events. Spirit number 8, the freak show of fear. Have you ever met someone who seemed sure of themselves, but really didn't feel right? Fear magic is now here, and it has deep roots in the behavior of the mysterious narcissist. They act like they are confident when they aren't, hoping that other people will think they really have the guts they lack. In fact, their fears and insecurities make them easy targets for people they can manipulate. Narcissists use other people's fears and weaknesses to gain power over them through manipulative behavior. But their fears and guilt keep them from moving forward, and they get stuck in a loop of bad relationships and self-destructive behavior. Don't worry, fellow heroes. We can beat this tricky spirit. Put your trust in God's love and direction to get over your worries and fears. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind, as 2 Timothy 1:7 says. So, as we try to get through life's rough patches, we often run into people who live on trouble and negativity. Don't worry though. 2 Timothy 3:1-5 says that the Bible warns us of a bad future where self-centered people run the world. Avoid getting caught up in their damaging behavior and quickly leave their stormy sphere. This is the first thing you can do to stay safe. If you get hurt, talk to the Lord about it and get skilled help to heal your wounds and trust again. Can you cast them out? Is the million-dollar question now. Apart from staying away from toxic people, it is eventually God's job to deal with their evil spirits when the time comes. Do something useful for now. Sign up for my free course called Narcissism 101, Early Warning Signs, Escaping the Trap, and Rebuilding Your Life. Are you excited to sign up? Check out the link below. Friends, put on your armor and become a fighter of faith. Remember that God has your back in the end, and that knowledge is your shield. Be strong and safe. Have a strange and interesting day until next time. Your no contact with a narcissist takes a great impact on his psyche. Hey, fabulous folks. Welcome back to my channel. Huge shout out to all my new followers and the long-time supporters. It's truly an honor to have each of you here today. You're all champions in your own unique ways. Today, let's delve into the profound impact of choosing to disconnect from toxic influences. We're diving into the realm of narcissistic abuse, where individuals stagnate in their personal growth and actively hinder yours. You might have encountered such people, those who stunt your progress in order to overshadow your brilliance and diminish your presence. The paradox of egotistical abuse lies in its intention to transform us for the better, despite its profound harm. Many of us who've endured this ordeal harbour an innate resilience. Yet, it often takes enduring abuse to realise the strength within and fully embrace the journey towards self-discovery. Walking away, even amidst immense pain, showcases our greatest fortitude. Though it's daunting, breaking free from toxic familial ties, relationships, or complex situations marks a pivotal moment leading toward our liberation. When we muster the courage to depart, we shed the moral shackles imposed upon us by these individuals. Consider the selfish family members who've cast shadows over your life. They've been the sources of turmoil and misfortune. Recognize that engaging with a narcissist is akin to entering a mental battleground. This is a fight not to be underestimated. Remember, prioritizing your mental well-being and severing ties with toxic influences isn't selfish. It's an act of self-preservation and empowerment. So, embrace your strength and don't hesitate to walk away from anything that dims your light and stifles your growth. Within you lies a vast reservoir of power. The question remains, will you wield it to break free? Departing from someone with whom you share a profound bond is undeniably daunting. It's akin to parting ways with a cherished child you've nurtured. Yet, amidst the overwhelming guilt, it's crucial to recognize that this step is imperative for preserving your own well-being. It's widely acknowledged that the entrance of a narcissist into your life isn't a stroke of divine intervention. Rather, they serve as formidable trials that fortify our inner strength. Those with narcissistic tendencies are believed to cross our paths with purpose, regardless of the depth of our connection. Their presence isn't arbitrary, it's part of a grander scheme. Understanding this truth is paramount. For the longer they linger in our lives, the greater their influence over our trajectory, choices, and future becomes. You wield immense power, and it emanates from your ability to disconnect. Liberation lies in reclaiming your autonomy and seizing control of your destiny anew. Choosing not to engage with those who bring toxicity into your life transcends mere self-preservation. It serves as your lifeline. It's the pivotal action needed to thwart the detrimental effects of narcissistic abuse. The impact of narcissistic abuse can be profound, stripping away our aspirations and corroding the essence of our being. It robs us of our unique talents and blessings, leaving behind a trail of sorrow, stress, and anguish. This anguish is exacerbated when inflicted by those who profess love and support, those who should be our pillars of solace and encouragement. This inner conflict can leave us feeling adrift and bewildered, turning our lives into a chaotic reflection of our internal turmoil. In the presence of narcissists, our struggles may be belittled, our flaws mocked, and our vulnerabilities exploited. Yet, it is amidst this very chaos that we must recognize our inherent strength. The ability to detach is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your resilience. You alone hold the reins of your life. Despite the narcissist's attempts to manipulate and control, seeking to deprive you of joy and contentment, their efforts may inadvertently unleash your inner fortitude. I like to think of this as tapping into your beast mode. Embracing the power to disconnect and walk away is no easy feat, particularly when your safety is at stake. But with each stride forward, the path becomes clearer. As you grow stronger and wiser, previously unimaginable victories and opportunities may materialize. Shedding the shackles of negativity paves the way for a brighter existence. My inner radiance has flourished, and much of this positive transformation stems from my decision to unplug. When you reach that pivotal moment, you realize that enough is enough. Refusing to tolerate further mistreatment, you sever ties with narcissists, reclaiming your autonomy. This single act of defiance is potent enough to liberate you, safeguarding your well-being. Sometimes, when life feels like an uphill battle, it's because a narcissist is pulling the strings. Trust me, the psychological warfare is real. That's precisely why it's imperative to step back and disengage, to reclaim your life and reclaim your spirit. Here's the unalterable truth, my friends. The power to change lies within you. Having the ability to detach and take a break empowers us immensely. It's about taking charge of our lives, propelling ourselves forward, severing ties with the past, and turning a blind eye to negativity. This could entail changing phone numbers, relocating, blocking individuals, or simply disregarding those who seek to disrupt our peace. The power to enact these changes lies within us, and it's imperative that we wield it. In the company of a narcissist, we're often viewed as playthings, mere pawns in their game. By disconnecting, stepping away, and standing resolute in our decisions, we assert our worth and demonstrate that we're not to be trifled with. It's crucial to acknowledge the extent of the harm they've inflicted. Will you fully embrace the power of your choice to disconnect? Will you confront the truth head-on and accept it for what it is? Ascension signifies that life should ascend after its onset. By bravely severing ties with those who've caused you pain, no matter the difficulty or duration, you pave the way for a future brimming with happiness, tranquility, and fulfillment. Many of you stand on the brink of making this decision, teetering on the edge of cutting all cords. You're on the verge of breaking free from the narcissist's grasp. Pay close attention to how this choice will rescue you and usher in positive changes, because you possess the strength to break away. These blessings will hold significant meaning, showcasing the profound power of reclaiming your autonomy and stepping into the brilliance of your own destiny. When you disconnect from someone, you owe them no explanation. It's about prioritizing your well-being, following through on that commitment, and then embarking on extraordinary endeavors in your life. When you disconnect, it's not about how they react or what repercussions they face. They are accountable for their emotions due to their narcissistic tendencies. It's not your burden to bear. You've reached a point where you no longer want to bear the emotional burden of a relationship with that parent, spouse, or overbearing boss. You make a decisive choice without second-guessing. Like the narcissistic neighbor you opt to steer clear of, they fade into insignificance because you no longer invest any care in them. Even your friend, recognized as a narcissist, should be temporarily cut off from your life. It's time to sever weak ties forged with others, built on hollow expressions of affection like, "I love you," "I need you," or "You're the best thing that's ever happened to me." If you're dealing with a master manipulator, these words are often nothing but falsehoods, regardless of their role, be it spouse, lover, or friend. Their presence only brings turmoil and distress. Reclaim your strength and liberate yourself with resolute determination. There's no need to harbor guilt for preserving your time and energy. You've already invested enough in salvaging the relationship. Now, your primary commitment is to yourself, to discover serenity and joy, to revel in authentic affection, and to savor moments of solitude devoid of manipulation and deceit. Disconnecting isn't merely about forging ahead. It's about catapulting yourself towards a brighter tomorrow. Focus on your personal evolution, not theirs. Embrace solitude, cultivate self-nurturing, and perceive disengagement as an affirmation of self-value. Prioritize your well-being, safeguard your health, and pave the path toward a luminous future. That's where your genuine power resides. The act of separation wields immense potency. They've earned the repercussions through their actions. Don't hesitate to take this pivotal stride. Breaking ties with those who sow negativity in your life is an incredibly empowering choice. The fortitude you garner from removing those who detract from your journey knows no bounds. To disconnect is to prioritize your well-being, cherish self-love, and honor your life. Sending heaps of love and light your way, my dear companions. Keep progressing and thriving. You've got this, and know that I stand beside you in spirit. Together, we are shedding ties with those who no longer serve us. We've severed communication, and will continue to do so because it's what's best for us. For those navigating the dating scene, refuse to tolerate deceit or disrespect. The moment you feel undervalued, sever ties without hesitation. Disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. This is what sets you apart. Surround yourself with those who uplift and propel you forward. The world is brimming with beauty, opportunity, and abundance. You deserve far more than what you've endured. The contribution of these narcissists is negligible. Learn to disengage from their influence, recognize the strength it imbues within you, and embrace it. We'll reconvene soon. If our conversation has bolstered your resolve, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, spread this message to others who may benefit, and don't forget to subscribe for more empowering content. Your support encourages everyone in our community to grow stronger together. Take care until we meet again.